Hello, everyone. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit different here. I've decided this year, in lieu of Eurovision season, which is fast approaching this spring, as we see more and more songs become released for each individual country that is participating, there are 41 countries participating in the Eurovision Song Contest in 2020, which will be held in Rotterdam in May. As we start to see songs being released throughout the next 2 months, this time around, this year, I have decided that I am going to review each track as it's released. Now, I'm going to try and keep these reviews on the short side because, this is 41 track reviews that I'm going to be doing on top of all the other music that I currently will be reviewing that comes out in the next few months. Leading up to, I think all the songs have to be out by like March 9th or something. We technically have 2 songs out already, so it's been kind of slow to get a lot of the songs. February is when we're going to get like the most, and the beginning of March, obviously. So there's going to be a slew of content coming on this channel with this. I don't know if people want to see this. I'm trying to see if I can get more people who like Eurovision attracted to this channel, because usually I wait until all the songs are out and then I do a video where I break down all the songs, I rank them. I'm probably still going to do a ranking video in March, but before that, let's go ahead and talk about all these songs. The first song I'm going to be talking about, it is the second song to actually be officially released for Eurovision, but it's the first one I've seen a full music video for and heard a studio edit for. So it is Universo by the artist Blas Cantó. I'm not entirely sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I am sorry. This is, of course, for Spain. Spain is one of the 41 countries participating in Eurovision. They are one of the big 5 countries, which means Spain, Italy, Germany, the UK, and France are automatically qualifying for the final. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Eurovision, maybe Google it a little bit to get some more information. But this isn't meant to be a video describing it because it's the first one. I'm going to make a little bit of a disclaimer that yes, all these songs, all these countries participate with a song that they send in these competitions. And there are 2 semifinals, and then there's the final in May. They're all in May. And for reasons due to money and politics, the historical aspects of the contest, those big countries that I just mentioned, Spain included, automatically qualify for a spot in the final. They give so much money to the contest. It's, I guess, just sort of an olive branch that was always extended. I think that's a little bit unfair and controversial, so I'm not entirely a big fan of that method. I think that a lot of songs from those countries are often very bad. It encourages them to not be as competitive because they don't have to compete in semifinals, and they end up sending usually not very great stuff. As far as Spain is concerned, they didn't do too well last year. Obviously, they qualified for the final, but the song came in pretty low in the rankings. I can't remember, but it was like 3rd to the bottom, maybe 2nd to the bottom. The UK was, I think, the worst. Yeah, so Spain definitely has a lot to gain this year. And so we've got this artist. I don't know anything about him. I've just heard the song. I've seen the music video. And I have heard a lot of people saying that this song, it's supposed to be mid-tempo, that this song is boring and forgettable. Honestly, you have to remember this is Eurovision we're talking about here. So we're kind of doing forgettable pop. That's the whole shtick. This song is actually really catchy. The main chorus hook, Perdade a Universo, Universo, that really gets stuck in your head over and over again. There's definitely some tropes of familiar like EDM pops music that we're used to hearing. So when he's singing the chorus hook, he's saying, "Forgive me, universe, for silencing my voice so as not to feel guilty for who I am." The lyrics all about this song are about realizing your own worth and confronting that you really cannot hide parts of yourself anymore to please others. And the music video has this very universal feel to it in that it's kind of cosmic. It's got these very hypnotic sort of images of people covered in diamonds. It reminds me a lot of Azerbaijan's music video from last year. And I find it to be a lot of production that I think could fall flat on stage because, there's so much that they could do with the whole concept of the universe and like kind of the global message of everyone coming together and finding their inner truth within each other. It's a kind of cheesy, corny theme that they can still expound upon and do great things with. But of course, it ultimately does come down to staging. This isn't meant to necessarily be a contest where we're just judging studio cuts and music videos, but we haven't seen this song performed live yet. So, that's just a big red flag that obviously we're all wondering. But ultimately, as a song that I would listen to, this is definitely not a song I would skip. I find it to be really a great earworm. I think the production is kind of ethereal in parts. People said that it was like a kind of trap sounding song. I have no idea what they were talking about. Because it's very kind of just plain good, polished, generic. It's pretty good, generic synth pop that I think just gets its message across in a very kind of easy, ear pleasing way, which is what most of these songs are meant to do. They're meant to stick up in your memory. And a lot of them don't do such a great job of that, or they're trying too hard. And I don't feel like this song is trying too hard. Is it necessarily a showstopper type song? Maybe not. Again, it's the first song we're talking about here. So I'd be curious to know what the rest of these songs are going to sound like and how this one will fit within the whole framework. But that's Universo. The guy, the performer comes across as like a really endearing, sweet, soft guy. Like, like you just can tell there's a lot of emotion behind him. I haven't heard any of this music. Like I said, there's a lot of artists, there's a lot of songs. You don't really pay attention to all of that often, but you know, he does have more beneath the surface, and I like that that's coming across in the visuals and in the delivery of his voice, I think, in this track. Let me know what you thought about this song. Do you think that this song is going to, elevate Spain's chances of being in the top 10, possibly the top 5? Again, I don't know if this is necessarily a winning song. It's a little generic in that department, but I do think that it is pleasing to listen to and one that I would definitely not want to turn off, which is definitely a compliment because a lot of these songs are pretty bad. So those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? And I will see you with my next review, which will probably be Albania's song, because that one's already out as well. So we're going to be going through these. Thank you so much for watching. Please give it a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace, love, and light.